Hello, everyone. This is Tim Bryce with the National Weather Service in El Paso. All right, so this time we're going to talk about Gemini in Google Meet. Now, you wouldn't think of Meet having a lot of possibilities for using AI, Gemini, and there's one that comes to mind. We'll talk about that at the end. But there are a couple of things you can use Gemini for right now in Google Meet, and let's get right to it. All right, so here we are in meet.google.com. You've started your meeting. As you're coming in, usually the background is something like that. And we're going to talk about the few AI things you can do in Google Meet. It's really two of them. So if you come down here and click on the three dots here, the more options, you can see you have lots of options in here. But you go under settings and go under captions, and now we've got these live captions. And what I can do, if the language of the meeting is in Spanish, I can have it translated on the fly into English. So what that means, and I know most of you probably don't have international partners, but if you do happen to have an international partner and they prefer to speak in their native language, you have a fair number of languages to choose from, all of these languages to choose from here. So you've got a lot of languages to choose from. They can speak in their language, and then you'll get translated into English or whatever your preferred language is. So that is a great tool. Gemini AI is translating that on the fly as the presentation is going on. So it's a pretty neat tool to be using if you ever perchance have that opportunity. So that's a really neat one. I think that's really neat. Now, one of the funner ones are, of course, your background effects, and of course um, with Google Meet, you have all of these options, but you can actually have Gemini create a background image for you. And you can choose from, let's say, give me a bookshelf. And let me make sure I get rid of it. And then you can create it. And it's going to take about 20 seconds there to generate, give you four options that you can put as your background image as far as that background so you don't see. It's funny. I just noticed I'm putting bookshelves behind me, and I have bookshelves already behind me. Now, a lot of times what happens for me is that I get these four options. They don't initially appear, but if I click on one of them, eventually it does show up in the background. I can't quite see them yet. It takes a little more time for those to load. Let's see if it's going to. It seems like it's trying to load it. But you can get these kind of canned. Oh, there you go. So it looks kind of like that. And let's see if I get another one here. And these are just generated on the fly that it comes up with. Let's see if it switches over here to another one. So these are just generated on the fly, and you can have these canned ones. So there you go. Now, kind of the interesting thing is, let me go back here. I can actually create my own. So I've given it the prompt, dust devil on the moon with the dust devil offset to one side of the image. Now, one thing, pro tip, make sure you have this set to no scene. Because when I create this, if I had left it on bookshelf, it would have incorporated a bookshelf into my moonscape with my dust devil. So let me go ahead and start generating that. So it's going to generate four background images that meet that prompt, that dust devil on the moon with the dust devil offset to one side in the image. So there it is. They have completed, and let's see what they look like. So it's going to take a few seconds here for it to load. There you go. Oh, and they put the earth in the background too. That's very nice. That's actually very good. Let me try another one here. See what we got here. I tried to think of something that you don't normally think of dust devils on the moon. I don't like that one so much because I told it to be off to one side so that it wouldn't be like right behind my head. Let's see what the third one is. It's loading. Oh, ooh, very swirly. Again with the moon in the background. And the fourth one, um, let's see what the fourth one looks like. I'm already liking number one the best. Yeah, I'm not quite liking that one. Can't quite see it, but that's actually pretty good. But I do think I like number one the best. So again, something silly, something fun. There you go. To have on your when you're doing your Google Meet, you can, before we had maybe the canned backgrounds, maybe you had your favorite, but now you can actually create one and you can give it as much detail in that prompt as you want. So it's just another fun thing to do when you are in your meeting, to have a fun background, like make it whatever, otherworldly, some kind of weather scenario, something like that. So those are the two things that are kind of fun to do there in Google Meet with AI, that translation and the getting that neat background image. So those are your options with Google Meet right now. Those two options, basically being able to translate on the fly captions from one language to another language, and the fun stuff being able to adjust, get a cool background image rather than just maybe the stock image for your background. I really think that the being able to translate languages on the fly is truly amazing. And I don't know, most of you I know probably that doesn't apply to, but if it does, it's a great tool to use. Now, I know everyone kind of is interested in Gemini's ability to take notes in Meet. Right now, that is not an option for the National Weather Service. It's not turned on, so we don't have that option to us. It is an option in Meet for some platforms, that it will take notes and then kind of give you a summary of who said what and any action items or things like that. But for right now, that's not an option for us. Hopefully in the future that might come, but if it doesn't, there's still plenty of other ways that Gemini can benefit us and help us to move our agency forward. So with that, having said all of that, everyone have a great day. Let me know how you are using Gemini, and just have a great evening. Bye-bye.